I think it's pretty clear that we're now in a full-blown constitutional crisis. As we struggle to find a way forward, the public naturally become more and more frustrated. For many people who voted Leave in 2016, what they were sold doesn't match up with the messy reality, the legal and political complexities of removing ourselves from the European Union. But I don't really want to get into the details of what's going on right now. How did we get here? That's an interesting question. Part of that answer has much to do with the Conservative Party. The one issue which is toxic to the Tories more so than anything else is Europe. It's their civil war. David Cameron thought that he had the solution. Hold a referendum, win the issue for Remain, issue settled, right? But as we know, it didn't work out that way. His successor, Theresa May, tried to appeal to the hard right of the party. That was her approach. And it's led to several humiliating defeats for the government. And to me, it seems like she's taken it personally. But away from the politics of Westminster, asking the question again, why did this happen, or how did we get here? There was a huge amount of anti-establishment feelings in the air pre-referendum 2016. That, of course, didn't just appear recently. It's been brewing for decades. The pace of change has been too much for many people to handle. Changes to the way we live and work, and the rapid changes that have been happening on the global scale. It's generated a lot of fear and resentment. Another reality is that we are a very unequal society. Some regions of the UK are poor and deprived. Entire communities are being left behind, or I should say, have been left behind. Yeah. Where you were born, what socio-economic group you were born into is likely to determine the opportunities you have, or the opportunities you don't have. And a lot of folks, they get dealt a bad hand, get a bad start in life, and it stays with them. The big social challenges we presently face and have to deal with moving forward, there are not simple solutions, and we can't create utopia by getting rid of immigrants or giving Europe the middle finger. We can't create utopia full stop. It's a dangerous idea. The UK's relationship with Europe, not a simple issue. It could never have been solved in itself by that referendum. But, we should be focusing on other hugely important issues. For instance, the N.H.S, or reforming and improving the welfare system, or building a more inclusive, more equal, more compassionate society. And, of course, dealing with the huge fallout from climate change in the future. Enormous challenges, but the issue of Europe has become like a political black hole. Yeah. Moving forward, if we buy into the cheap and overblown rhetoric of populists, demagogues, and so-called journalists, not just the tabloids, then we're in trouble. Yeah, because believing in bullshit, buying into nonsense, it can take us to a dark place, We need to think and, just be more sensible in the future.